Rumour has it that there is a KFC next to this tower at the top of this mountain, but word on the street is the road to it is pretty average. In today's episode, we are tackling the Power Lines track. Last episode, we wheeled a hard track late into the night.
Now bump it there!
We pulled up on one of my favourite local camp spots for the night, and today we are going to wake up, have some brekkie, and head to Mount Cole.
Drive up the coastline, stop by the shore to stare at the ocean. Wait for a call from the ocean to lead me away, lead me away.
Put Jono one regardless if he wants one or not.
He'll love it.
Yeah, Uncle Jono, clip that on your beard. That might be too loud. Gives it hood to the advantage.
You sound like a fucking pilot.
Righto, so we're all mic'd up now so you can actually hear us. What we're going to be cooking is an egg.
Oh, fuck.
Go, that's yours.
Yeah, right.
This is mine.
Why is mine a bit sweaty? Been working hard on the tracks, obviously.
Been climbing up and down old bluff. Oh, so what you want to do is cook an egg.
Hey, hold on. Have you heard that you're not supposed to crack an egg? You're supposed to crack it on a flat surface, not on the side.
Oh, righto. I think you're poorly special.
Oh, look, I'm not. Don't tell me how to do your job, but like.
Wait, you wouldn't want to crack it there?
I was crack it on the pan.
Crack it on the pan. Ooh.
Now you haven't dirtied the outside of your pan. You're laughing.
Righto. So
the eggs are in the pan.
The secret recipe to a poorly special, what you need is you need eggs, and then you need bacon, you need some hash browns, and then just some bread and cheese. That's it. It's nothing special.
Well, I was laying in the swag with the electric blanket on, just listening to your talk. This is what you were doing.
This is what I was doing.
I feel bad now.
Feeding the tribe.
Now, how about egg preferences? Because I reckon that's a big one that everyone always has.
You don't get a choice because it's a poorly special.
You reckon that KFC should put this on the menu?
I reckon they could.
When they do that sponsorship.
KFC, if you were watching this, I'm not asking for much. Just like some gold card that I can just flash in the drive-through that they like.
Yeah.
KFC has 48 hours to reply, otherwise we're changing the badge painting to Ronald McDonald.
Actually, you were pretty insistent in Cape about getting your pulley special in. Like, you weren't really happy to get on the tracks.
Nah.
Before you'd had the pulley special. So it's obviously, it's fuel for the day.
And you know what goes well with a pulley special?
What?
A coffee.
Oh. This one's going to be my egg. I'm just going to... That was a quick coffee. How's the health and safety of the pulley restaurant here? Like, you've washed your hands, everything's been decontaminated and disinfected, yeah?
Yeah,
like,
everything's great.
Yeah, okay, cool. I reckon there's probably nothing worse than a hash brown that's been unsalted. Nah, no pepper.
Nah, no pepper, no pepper.
Too spicy, mate.
Too spicy. I'm a bit of a tomato man myself.
You ever gone like a sweet chili mayo or something like that?
No, I'm not that fancy.
In the big smoke, we've got a lot of sauce options, so we tend to go a little bit fancy.
They only grow tomatoes in Emu, so.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Very good. I can imagine driving and eating one.
From KFC drive-through. Tyler's just over here like, oh yeah, all good guys. Didn't want one anyway, yeah. So we're all packed up and we're getting ready to head off, but we're just going to have a look at Tyler's lockers.
They're intermittently engaging. They sometimes work, sometimes don't, which is very frustrating because when you go to drive uphill, you kind of like, are they going to work? Are they not going to work? So,
I guess for anyone wondering how Tyler's packed at the moment, there's a bit of an idea of how much stuff is actually in the back of this car, as well as what's on the roof.
I just went down the back and probed the rear one, and it had power to it, but I've come to this front one. Tyler's flicking it in and out now, and we've got nothing on the multimeter, so we've located the relays.
And Birdo's not put them in a great spot.
They're kind of in a great spot. They're a bit of a pain to get to, but at least they're not in the mud and all that, like in the engine bay.
Found a good use for the swag bag there.
Yeah. Well, it's not a Darchie one, so it's basically a grease rag to me.
so that's off,
Yep,
on, off. Are you getting power down there the whole time?
Yeah, I am now.
Mate, I don't even have any spare.
Let's hope that it's that one. End result is they started working, so put it all back together, and hard to diagnose, eh, Tyler?
Yeah, that's the problem we had in the past. They're always so hard to diagnose because they work and don't work. So we'll see how they go on the tracks today, and maybe if they're not working on the tracks, we can chuck the multimeter on and see what they're doing.
We were going to build a campfire last night, and I went out and braved the wilderness by myself and collected a whole bunch, but didn't end up using it. So we've got a big old pile here, so if you come to this camping spot and use it, then you're welcome.
Oh, look at this smile.
That's raw TD42 power ready to go.
Boiling the kettle in the morning. Oh, where's your cold start? You already started yours.
I already started my treat.
So we're heading down Cameron's track, down to the bottom, and then we're going to head across to Mount Cole. I'm losing my voice again. I'm only just getting over from the flu that I bloody had. So my apologies, losing my voice, but I'm still here and I'm still talking, and I can still turn the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's keep going. This morning's plan is we're going to head down Cameron's track, back out towards the main road down here, and then we're going to shoot across here to Mount Cole, so you can see they're not too far apart.
Unfortunately, we couldn't exactly diagnose what's going on with my lockers, but we'll see how they go today. We're on our way out of camp, coming through a bit of farmland at the moment. It's pretty nice out here, and Pooley's taking us to Mount Cole area, where he reckons he's got a couple of pretty fun, pretty challenging tracks lined up for us today, so should be good. We'll get into it.
And challenging tracks is exactly what I've got lined up for the boys today. We are heading to that tower over there, but we are going the hardest way possible. Powerline track is one of my favourite local tracks, and over the last few years it has gotten significantly harder to drive due to flooding, track erosion and bushfires. Some of the ruts and rock steps that were easily drivable only a couple of years ago are now a much bigger challenge. I strongly advise not attempting this track unless you are confident in your car's capabilities and your own driving skills. This is a high consequence track that generally only gets used by locals, and the boys around here don't muck around with standard four-wheel drives.
So this is it. This is basically, we're at the start of the power lines track. There was one section we just drove past, but it was pretty pointless, that one. It's just, you go up and then you come back onto the road.
Trav cam here once again. I'm just having a suss at this forest here. As you can see, fires have obviously gone through here, and one really cool thing about fires is they go through a forest like this and wreck it, but the ash actually puts nitrogen into the soil and lets more sunlight through the canopies down into the ground, and it actually makes it grow back better. So if you ever want to have a good garden, just send it a like.
What are your thoughts, Tyler? And he can't drive it.
I'll give it a go.
Mind you, this is just the entrance to the track, so you can only imagine what is ahead of us.
He's done it.
And that's Jono up, Tyler's next.
You don't need a bigger run up than that.
Back down for his third attempt. This time he's going to give it all that he's got.
I might just grab the shovel quickly because it's pretty soft. I'll just chip away in front of your pumpkin.
Got a fair way to go. Only it's harder. This bloke thinks he's at Cape York again. Hard working men. Trav holding the camera, me holding the UHF, and Jono doing all the work. I should sit in with my little cruiser diff.
It looks like Bully's going for the big run up here. I reckon he's going to be full noise.
I'll hit it in first. Now fuck it, straight to second. Nearly had it. All the fuss was about.
Oh, I drove it on the first attempt. That's
I even stalled it and still got going.
You're making me look like an idiot for.
I think you got Tyler to thank for actually clearing the track for you.
You know what? They're all like, oh, you need a patrol diff, Well, I didn't dip out because I've got a small diff.
So we continued on up the power lines, but it wasn't long before we come to a stop again.
Just halfway up the first section. What have we got here, Tyler?
Tree across the track.
Tree across the track. So I've had some pretty strong winds through the last few days, but thinking it's probably going to be a long day trying to get to this tower at the top of the hill.
And it was in fact going to be a very long day.
That is the comp truck hill up there.
Are we gonna park up for a look or?
Yeah, we'll go up for a look. Lifted a few wheels, Tyler.
Yeah, I was trying to cross over this rut here and then I slipped in and now I'm all over the place.
Probably doesn't even look steep on camera, but what do you reckon, Trav?
It's pretty steep. In person, not on camera.
Nah,
Looks like a highway on camera.
these ruts are pretty deep.
I'm a standard regulation trav for reference. If I'm 7 foot tall, I'm about probably 4 foot in.
Last time I was here, I nosed into this track and I was on my diff straight away. What do you reckon, Tyler?
Yeah, Jono said he's keen.
I guess I'll meet him at the top then.
I'm not one to do a U-turn on a track. I don't like to be defeated, but it's that crossover up there is a committing line.
It's one of those ones that when you're standing here looking at it, you've driven a few tracks in your life. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, it's steep, it's slippery, and the best line is the crossover, but the angle that's going to put you on is going to be wild, but I know Jono's sort of half considering it, he's thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like the only thing that's putting me off is just having that one motor not working on the winch, like having whatever the problem is with my batteries that's cutting them out. So
Yeah, so Jono's had a small problem with his winch in Cobor. The rest of the track's really fun. It's getting close to 1 o'clock now. Kind of don't want to miss out on the cool rock stuff. Like, we'll be here all day getting up this, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then we'll be night mission on the... Well, not that that's the worst thing. Yeah, like, we've got the option of we can spend the rest of the day here on this one hill, or we can go crawl some rocks. We're putting lockers in to get through some of this stuff, and it's on the flat, so we're going to be struggling when we get up there.
you know what? Let's move on and let me get my batteries and everything sorted. We'll get your camper situation off, and then I reckon we get back here and actually have a proper...
We'll come back here in Baz and we'll drive straight up it.
Oh,
No
yeah, well,
dramas.
that's cheating. You know what we'll do? We'll bring Daniel Kistler here, and instead of flying the drone up, he'll just drive his wagon up there.
We'll
to go
just
have
put a
look.
GoPro on his car. Yeah, he'll go up and have a look and turn around and come back down.
He'll drive back down and be like, all right, boys, yeah, that track's fucking mint. And then, yeah, we'll still spend all day winching up.
We didn't come here planning to definitely drive it. I just wanted to show you. It's more
Yeah.
point. So we'll just skip this one section of the power lines and we'll get up there and we'll continue on.
But we'll be back. Don't worry about that.
We'll be back.
Bully was telling us, and you can see that this place was burned a few months ago, 6 months ago, and it's only recently been opened. It's just absolutely wild in here. It's like a completely different world. I've never been here before, but he was saying, yeah, how different it is to last time he was here, but just all these massive burnt trees all around you, and it's so clear, you can just see through the trees every which direction that you look.
It's only a short drive around the corner and we are back on the power lines track. This is by far my favourite section of the track, and as always, the videos just don't do it justice. Some of these rocks are the size of my car, and you do not want to muck it up because don't forget, we are still at the top of a mountain. Also, don't be fooled, there is still a whole nother section before we get to the tower. We are only halfway. Steer up this rock a bit. Yeah. Turn right and let it swivel you around a little bit and it might grip up here. Now go. Go a bit of left. I want those tyres.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Shame you can't drive them on the road.
Yeah, this is a human-sized rock.
a human-sized rock that Jono just drove up. Definitely picked the perfect line there, Jono. Righto, that's Jono up the first big step. We've got Tyler up next in the mighty GQ. And I think that's about as far as Tyler's going to get. This is not an easy step to drive, especially on 35s. Jono has made the call to winch, so we'll get him hooked up and see if he can drive it from there. Couple of quick pulls with the winch and he is up. Just got to get him up this last little step here and then it's my turn.
We've already gotten 2 cars up, so Uncle Paulie, now that my car's gone up with the faulty winch situation, he's going to show us how it's done.
He's going to win. All that weight on the back of the ute is not going to make this easy. And when I said I was going to winch, I was not joking. This is not my first attempt, and I know there's no way I'm driving it, so just go straight for the winch and get me up there. If you did watch my Gold Ute rebuild episode, you'll know that I put a new rumba in there, and this is my second time using that winch. Just like that, quick pull on the winch, and she's up. Righto, we're all up the first section, so this one doesn't look as scary in big, leany rocks, but it looks a lot more technical.
Oh, line choice here is going to be a big one. Like I walked it before, and I always try and walk a track, and I'll like get in my head like, oh yeah, this is the way I'm going to go. And then by the time I got to the top, I'd forgotten the first thing, so we're just going to send it and just wing it.
We've got to get all the way to that power pole up there before it starts to kind of flatten out. And my drone is somewhere on the other side of that power pole because I crashed it up there and I didn't want to have to walk all the way up there, and I don't really need it right now, so it's just laying on the ground. So hopefully Jono doesn't drive over.
Yeah, I'll try not to, no problem.
The old forgot the rear locker trick. Now go left. Your back wheels are on a step at the same time as your front. Just bump and then slow down. Yep, now crawl now to me. Should get that. Come to me. Just whirl up there for a sec. Nah. One thing I've learned is when Jono's car makes it look hard, it probably is hard. he usually still gets there in the end.
To me.
So that's Jono halfway up, but the next section is even harder.
So we're just trying to decide if we should keep Jono here for an anchor point for us to winch off in case we need, because we're limited trees here and they're all burnt as well.
So we decided to keep Jono's car there for an anchor point just in case we need to winch, and Tyler is sending it up now.
Back locker. Front one's working. It's going now.
Working now?
Yeah.
Tyler's just getting caught up on a rock on his diff, but once you get over that, then he'll be up.
A bit left.
Yeah, okay.
So this bloke with his big fancy tyres, this is all you needed. A couple Goodyear boulders, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
So we're going to shift Jono. We've left him here to be a winch anchor in case we need it, but Tyler's in a patrol, so he obviously doesn't need to winch anything. So Jono's going to move up. Tyler's going to go here for me, and then we're going to get Jono up the top, see what the next bit's like. So I got Hamish turned up. You seen we were up here.
I was out here checking fence.
He was out here checking fence. He's actually a genuine fence checker, local to the area, and he was one of the boys that drove up the big hill. What was it, 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like what, 37 traps, bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah. And roll cages?
Yeah, most of the cars have cages.
Most of the cars have got cages, so yeah.
Have I got like a bit of leeway on that now, no cage?
Yeah, no roll cage, and his winch is playing up, so. And I've got my touring setup on, so. This is our next section here. This is all pretty cruisy, but we've got this like V rock here, and there's another one up there, so it's gonna be interesting. It's be a little bit of zigzag and a bit of left to right. A bit of right, Jono.
Jono is coming into the big V rock now, so hopefully he can pivot around it on his back wheel. Probably doesn't look like it on TV, but that is a really sketchy angle. However, Jono and his big balls of steel drive straight through it. But then, he has a drama.
Oh, there we go. Bit of a nervous moment. That locker just stopped working. Just ease into it with a bit of a bump. Just go back and just like a little bump. Whoop, don't go any further than that. You'll get that easy. I just on your back diff. Should be able to bump. Just go a little bit of right though. A little bit of right. Yep. There you go, Jono. Well done. You're a brave man.
You just got to drive through the wheel lifts. That's the key. Don't get scared. just
gotta
keep
commit.
driving. Yeah.
Keep on driving. Trav really wanted the full experience, so he's jumping in with me to drive up this one. It looks a bit sketchy. Gave the camera to Tyler and Jono's on the other one, so I don't have a spotter either, but oh well.
He's walked it.
Woohoo!
Bloody hell.
How's that, Trav?
That's good.
Jeez, there was a little bit of this going on. Good year boulders, mate. I want to wedge into that rock like Jono did.
We'll get my ute parked up and then it's Tyler's turn for the big V rock.
Just sitting on the slider.
Jono is packing a rock under his wheel to help him climb up over. TD foot, and that is Tyler up. Homemade rock sliders are really coming in handy right here. Not too sure how we're going to get me up this one, but I think it's going to be a drama. And that noise is my under tray toolbox.
This is why I want to build a tube tray. I wanted to sell it before I wrecked it, but it's too late.
Hey, look at the damage.
That's alright, I know the bloke that makes them. Tray is not designed for doing this stuff.
No, not quite.
It's just I want to do this stuff, and I have this tray. I've got a bloody rooftop 10 on it. I'm crawling. These guys said they only bring comp trucks up here.
Yeah. Can't take these Land Cruiser blokes anywhere. Just another day of a patrol rescuing a Land Cruiser.
It seems to be a bit of a common theme, isn't it? Just winch and drive for a little bit till your back gets to that rock and see what happens. So we've had a slight miss. So we've finally finished the job on the guard here. So the guard is folded into the tyre, but we're out of the mess now.
Just trying to bloody check the fences.
They shouldn't put fences in such silly places.
Bloody hell.
Not any worse back there. Trying to get better.
Oh, it's bringing it up.
Yep, just start turning a bit left now. Fair bit left. More. Yep, straighten up. Yeah, keep going like that. A bit more left. Straighten up. Yep, like that.
New winch is getting a workout today.
Yeah, stop there. You know what? Now that the tyre's not actually tucked up,
It's fixing itself.
it's pretty good. That's a hammer
I've got
job.
brand new King Chrome hammer back in the shed.
Yeah.
It'll get that looking nice again.
What's left? So we've done a couple of rock steps, done a few sections. What's left at the top?
Well, we're trying to get to that tower there, and we're still not there.
We're close
And
though.
we've been here all day now.
Yeah.
But we're close. So we've got another section. When you get to the end of it, there's like a off camber, like we're just gonna have to drag our cars up a bank and maybe winch.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. So last time I was there, I'd done that guard, and you can't really see it because I've actually pushed it out with the porta power, but there's a bit of a ripple in it. So yeah. And then when we get to there, we're having a beer.
That is actually what I was waiting for.
And there's actually a KFC at the top too.
Oh, now we're talking. He's got it.
Found it. Right in the middle of the track where he left it.
Well, have a look at Paulie. Like, he's very tactical with like, oh, I'll just look over here. Let's us walk up the hill. And then, oh yeah, oh, thanks guys. Found my drone. Awesome. You can see here, this is actually turned into a little stream now going up this section. So you can see how it erodes the way it does. But we've got this tree here which has broken off from up there, but it looks like it was maybe the fires. So not sure if we're actually supposed to drive over that or if it's we've got to try and cut it or something, but it's wedged in pretty good. So, but I can see what Paulie meant about a committing line. Like it's very narrow here. He's still looking. We've decided we're not going to tell him. So when you're editing this, Paulie, sorry, but we just thought we'd let you walk around for a bit more.
Find my drone. It's flat. It's not connected. I can't do it. I haven't had a zinger box today to the shows.
You're feeling a bit groggy.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit groggy. I just got the waypoint. Is that where it was?
Yeah, we went about there, yeah.
These blokes. Oh.
So they just came back holding it. We've got it.
Where was it?
On the middle of the track. Up in that like top section there.
Oh, I thought I was in the middle of the track. No.
Found it.
That's, that's a good outcome. I think this one's past being checked.
So Jono's up first and he's going to try and find a way to drive around this big tree. So he's choosing to climb the bank on the left side and just trying to do a slow, controlled drive through here. See how it goes. Just needs those traps to grip up on the log and he'll be over. Poor little D-Max is working hard to turn those big wheels.
Back locker's not working on this side. Zipped out.
When you get to this part here, you've only got two options. You can either try and crab walk the bank or you can drag your car up the wall. Jono's going in for the crab walk. Let's see if this works. got him most of the way there, but now he's just got to work out how to get out.
I can climb up this way and come back.
To me. Probably get a little bit more of a run up. And that's Jono up. Now we just got to get him out of the road and make way for the pub truck. Walk up though with Goodyear boulders.
Might even be a rut there.
Pretty wild this section. We actually thought this was going to be the easy bit, but it didn't really look easy, did it? All of that weight on the back of the ute makes it want to lean, so I'd say this one's going to be a bit of a drama.
Ooh, almost.
Even Trav's nervous on this one. And I don't think Jono's line is going to work for me.
The plan, just smooth, steady crawl.
Yeah, so stay full lock left and just smooth and steady.
And as Jono said, you just got to drive through the wheel lifts. Maybe not this one though.
I reckon we might hook the winch up.
Oh, all lights on, I might go back.
Just turn it off, stay there though, it's a good spot.
Mate, what's going on in here?
Oh, I'm just checking the fences, mate.
You want me to do a service for you while I'm down here?
Yeah.
Feels better.
It looks a little bit better.
So what I'm trying to do here is use the winch to keep the car on the ground and then continue driving around the log. Only drama is now I've come forward, the winch is actually fighting me, so we're going to have to reposition it to the front and then I should be right to pull myself through. And now we can continue on. Seem to be dragging diffs all the way up this hill, so a couple quick pulls on the winch and that should get me up.
The way you're going, like stay right hand down, but just roll back, don't turn anymore, so the bank's breaking away under you.
I am having some dramas here with real heavy steering and it's fighting me to turn left, so this is making this really hard to crab. And we're in. Time to get the winch.
Got the nearly chicken stick o'clock.
Ain't easy track, not even a drama.
Oh, I'm glad I got that new winch, to be honest. The other one would have worked, we just would have been here for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Now the patrol driver's just got to drive straight up it.
Just third gear flat.
This clip here is showing that bigger is not always better. Tyler is able to send his car through here much harder without it leaning too much. But after a few attempts, he still had to opt for the winch anyway.
So we got him up to the crab wall, Jono.
What do you reckon? You reckon this superior kit is going to allow the flex to
Oh.
do what the cruiser did?
It's a patrol. I reckon it'll just walk up there. What do you reckon, Tyler?
I'll give it a red hot crack and see how we go.
It's a patrol. It'll go. Look at it, it's written on the seats. It'll walk up there. You're on good to your boulders. Jono's going to hook him up to that stump up there. You got to, what do you call it? It's not a tree trunk protector, it's a
burnt stump fucker.
So he's going to hook a burnt stump protector up there and we're going to try and winch him up. Just crawl it. Yep, you're up.
Now we're faced with a situation where bigger is actually better, which is why it makes it so hard to build a car that's good at everything. Tyler's winch was struggling quite a bit on this one. He is diffed out, hooked up on tree roots, and it's trying to pull him up out of a big hole.
So we've been trying to winch him off a tree over there and his winch is struggling. He's just getting so caught up on all these tree roots and stuff. So Jono's moved him over there and we're just going to try it at that spot.
Get the dog.
And after many attempts, the car finally started to come out of the hole.
How'd you go, mate? How'd that feel?
Yeah, got it done. That was a wild time, and now I didn't think I was coming out for a little while.
Almost had to leave you while we went to the pub.
Yeah.
With all 3 cars up the last climb, we continue on our journey to our final destination, the big tower at the end. And after a long day, we have finally made it here.
I thought you said there was a KFC here.
You know what's better than KFC? A beer at the Evoca pub. Well earned beer.
I reckon we really earned these ones.
If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't watched Tyler Thompson's videos, any of them, or his last one, make sure you go and check his channel out. He's got lots of good stuff on there. And obviously the big Trav man here, shout out to him for holding the camera.
Yeah.
And thanks Jono for coming down.